Hello, everyone. This is Professor Chisholm, and this is CTS1050, and we are at the beginning of the course. I hope that you had a good week off and a good Labor Day as well. All right, so let's get down to business. And there is a couple of things that we need to discuss. So this class this class uses a product called SimNet. It is from McGraw-Hill, and you will have to sign up. It's going to prompt you to sign up, create an account. But you do need to have Microsoft Office and Cambridge. If you've set up your student account, your email, you will have access to this already. Okay, so, and it doesn't matter operating systems because it's cloud based, so everything's up in the cloud. I'm not going to lie, it's a little wonky, and the first couple of weeks there's no problems. I'm going to pinpoint exactly where things for you to avoid, so that you know, and don't worry. As long as you try to the assignments, as long as you try, that's what I'm asking for. Okay. Some of the assignments are actually no problems because they're built into their virtual system. But it's the actual projects that require you to use the Microsoft Office 365, and it's a little clunky. Now, if you have a desktop version, you can certainly use the desktop version. If you already own a copy of Microsoft, you can use that. You don't have to use the Microsoft 365. All right. But again, if you have a Mac, you can, as long as you've got your Outlook set up for your student email, then you will have access to the 365. So let me show you. So if we go in here, and this is the Outlook. And if you click here, it lists the apps. And then if you don't have them here, you just add apps, and you can then, it will show you which apps you can get set up. But as long as you have your Outlook set up, then you're good to go. Now, a video was created for this, and let me slide this back over here. If you go up under, if you X out of here, where do we have to go? I just saw it. Nope, that's not it. Organization page. Okay, so when you click on organization page, it says video on accessing Word, Excel, Outlook, and PowerPoint through your Cambridge 365 account. So you can go into Blackboard, look for organization page, and you can see that video right here. Now, each week I will be creating a video to make sure that you understand what's needed. This week, I know that people are trying to get set up. Trust me, I will give you grace on that. And bottom line is you need to make sure that you let me know. The best way to get a hold of me is actually within the course and go into the Ask the Professor area and add it here, or you can text me at text 321-754-3022. Text only, guys. If you need to speak to me, then text me and say, hey, do you have a minute? And then I'll call you. Now, that is Google Voice, so I only see it when I'm actually logged in. But trust me, I work every day, so I'm constantly in there, and I do try to make a point of, checking it throughout the day. Okay. All right. Now, my office hours will be on Tuesday at 6 p.m. So if you're able to join me tonight at 6 p.m., that would be great. And I can answer any questions that you have and or help troubleshoot any problems that you may have. So you need to have Microsoft Office 365 and or a copy of it, which is fine. Now, when we go into week 1, and that's week 2, when we go into this, you'll have a discussion board. Now, discussion boards, so this class runs from Monday to Sunday, and your discussion boards are due on Wednesday with two subsequent comments to your peers by Sunday, okay? So the question for this week is, how much computer experience do you have? How much do you use technology in your daily life, okay? And this is going to be the rubric. And again, this is due, your initial post to those 2 questions are due on Wednesday, and then your subsequent replies to your peers, 2 peers, by Sunday, okay? So this is the rubric that you're going to be graded on, so take a look at it. Now, here are the SimNet McGraw-Hill. When you click on your first one, I can't show you because I'm not a student and I have administrative rights, so it doesn't work that way for me, but my understanding is when you click on that, it's going to ask you to create a McGraw-Hill account. So you need to create a McGraw-Hill account. Now, the chapters, these are 2 chapters. The chapters assignments are in SimNet. They're actually in a virtual, system up on the web that SimNet has created. And I'm trying to get into the back door on this so that you can see. All right. And then, okay, so we'll go in here and then I'll go Sim Student. And I need to find section, I think that's it, that's section 1. Okay, so this is what it looks like right here. When we click on this I don't know what it looks like on your end. Okay, so anytime you see a guided project, those are actually, you can do them, but they're not a graded assignment, okay? So then the other thing is, so the little red ones, these are actually from the sim book. So if we go ahead and click in here, take a look at it. Now, what it's going to do is you want to get a check mark at each of these. So, so we have to go into chapter overview, okay? All right, and then if we back out here, notice there's a checkbox. Now, there wasn't anything to do. It was just to view it. Now, this one, you actually have 4 tasks that you have to do. All right, so let's take a look at it. Now, it's a little tedious, but if you just buckle down and do it, you'll be okay. In order to get those 4 check marks, you have to go in here as it loads and be patient. It's only as good as, it can be here. What you want to do is you want to scroll down, can read through it, but you want to go to these areas and you need to do the guide me's and let me tries. Okay, so the guide me is going to tell you exactly what you need to do. It says click the start button. Okay, that's the start button. Next, then it says click all apps. Next, and then it says click PowerPoint. Oh, it says, okay, right click PowerPoint. There we go. Then it says click pin to start. Pin to start. And it just looks like things are a little bit slow. All right. Okay, close. Now, that's given a checkbox here. So now we say, let me try me. It says pin the PowerPoint app to the start menu. Okay, we have to go here. It says all apps. And then we have to go find, and actually I had PowerPoint listed, but that's okay. And it says pin to taskbar. What does it say? Pin the PowerPoint app to the start menu. I misread that. So all apps, PowerPoint, pin to start, close. Okay, now that's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And then you have to scroll all the bottom and there's 4. Okay, so when you get all of those done, if we look at this now, it says I've done 1 of 4. Yes, it's a little tedious. I get it. So, some of these you just have to go and view it and then you're done, right? And then you just have these here. Once you complete it, then it's going to update your grade. Now, you can do this piecemeal and do it a little bit at a time. Bottom line, these assignments are open until the end of class, so you have that opportunity to get them done. Okay? Now, the other one is this one, and this is going to require you, and I shouldn't have closed that, SimNet. Hopefully it still remembers me. It does. Okay, so these are going to require you to download a file. So it says independent project. These are actual projects to test your knowledge. You're going to have to click the start file, download the file, and there it is. It went to my download, and these are the steps that you're going to take. Now, there's not really I think everything in here works. Bottom line is something doesn't work, move on, and then just let me know, okay? But I think everything does work in here fine. I did this a while back, and so I don't think there's a problem with this one, but I'm going to try to identify all the other problems. But I'll try to, I don't have time today, but I'll have time tomorrow. Okay, so you're going to do that, and then when you go into your downloads, there's the file. Do not change the name. Keep it exactly the way it is. If the file asks you to change it, don't change the name. You want to leave it like that, and then we want to go into Word in 365, and we're going to go upload a file. We're going to go find that file, and then we're going to open it. And then we're going to go ahead and make all those changes that it's asking us to do. That's not it either. It's over here. So you want to then follow the, oh, there it is. No, it was already open. Okay. Week 1. Then you're going to do these steps when you get something done. Again, it says, do not change it unless asked to. I did not tell you to do that. So do not do that, but just go ahead and check those off and then start going down and making these changes to that document. Now, when you get it done, what you need to do is, this is what throws people off. I think I have too many windows open. Did I get rid of? Okay, this is what throws people off. When you want to you have to download a copy to your computer. So what you want to do is go create a copy, download a copy, and then when we go to our downloads, you want to submit the copy. So it's going to have a 01. This is the copy, and it's also a different date. Time. This is it right here. Yeah, this is the later date. You want to get the copy, and that's what you're going to submit to SimNet, okay? So that's what you're going to then submit to SimNet, and that is going to be graded. All right, bottom line, guys, if you have any questions, concerns, please let me know. I'm more than happy to assist. I will, first week, it's always, a little tenuous as we try to get everything worked out, okay? But I will work with you. Just be good communicators. Just reach out to me. Let me know that you're having problems, okay? All right, excellent. All right, well, that pretty much sums up everything that we need to go over. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know. All right, bye.